become good friends. Ooh, neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
I didn't believe it. I just totally gobsmacked.
Shock, horror.
Basically, it's an experience.
It's funny how the music just takes you over.
I've always loved performing.
It's a great experience to win such a big competition.
It should provide a fantastic launch pad.
It gives you a lot of confidence.
I can't put a value on it.
The search is on for the 10th BBC Young Musicians winner. If you'd like to take part, write to this address or pick up an entry form at any branch of Lloyds Bank.
When Gary doesn't hit it off in the present,
Don't you want to have a baby?
I'm not really that hungry.
he returns to try to rekindle the past.
As regards our Phoebe, just don't go breaking her heart.
I couldn't if I tried.
And discovers an entire collection of golden oldies.
That'll be all, Wilson. Very good, Mr. Mannering.
Who do you think you are kidding, Mr.
Present and past favourites in a brand new Goodnight Sweetheart, beginning Monday at 8:30 on BBC One.
Kid Curry's on the trail of a killer with a grudge against gamblers. That's alias Smith & Jones in 25 minutes. First on BBC One, more high-speed quiz action from the Timekeepers.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the second of our 4 playoffs. We already have Peter Jones on the master clock and today I'll be joined by 3 more timekeepers who will be fighting for a place in the grand final. So, who will it be? Well, if we look at the master clock, we can see after yesterday there are 9 names remaining. Let's now ask the computer to randomly pick out any 3 in any order. And there they are. So, today's contestants are Mick Taylor, Carol Sandland and Lee Cope. Will you please welcome my 3 timekeepers? Welcome back. It's good to see all 3 of you again and congratulations on reaching this stage of the quiz. In this very first round, I have 6 questions for each of you based on your own individual interests. Just to remind you, for every incorrect answer you give me, I'll be taking away 10 seconds from your first minute. As always, you begin with 5 minutes on your clock. Mick, a local government officer from Macclesfield in Cheshire, we'll start with you first. I remember that your interests are sport, TV and pop music. Just remind me, do you have a particular favourite era of pop music?
I like the best of most eras rather than just saying one era. There's a lot of rubbish and a lot of good, and I like the good.
Righto, Mick. I've got a question on the good here for you.
Okay.
True or false? Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel had their first American hit as Tom and Jerry.
True.
That is right, true. A couple of questions now on television. Each episode of which series opened with a shot of the schooner Charlotte Rhodes to the strains of Khachaturian's Spartacus?
Aeneid line.
That's right. You were humming the tune to yourself there, and you're absolutely right, the Aeneid line. And in 1994, who was absolutely stranded on an island in the TV programme Girl Friday?
Joanna Lumley.
That is right. Well done. So time standing still for you at the moment. Carol, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good to see you again. An office administrator from Walsall in the Midlands. Pop music, the Beatles and TV. Do you have a favourite type of TV programme?
Soaps, quizzes.
What's your favourite soap?
Oh, I would say probably Neighbours or
Righto.
EastEnders.
Well, I haven't got a question on either of those for you. The first true or false question. Michael Barrymore did Lulu's hair when he was a hairdresser.
False.
Oh, it's true, Carol. See, we learn something on this programme, don't we? You lose your first 10 seconds. A couple of questions now on the Beatles. Which was the first Beatles single to appear on the Apple label?
Apple. Get Back.
Oh,
Hey
bad luck,
Jude.
Carol. Yes, it is. It's Hey Jude, but you lose 10 seconds. Another question on the Beatles for you. Which Beatles album was the first to contain the printed lyrics of the tracks?
Oh, wee. Sergeant Pepper.
Yes, you got a copy of that, haven't
Yeah,
you?
I have.
Absolutely right. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. That is right. On to you now, Lee, an insurance broker from Armley in Leeds. You enjoy sport, history and geography. Any particular part of the world you're interested in most?
Well, I've been to Australia and New Zealand this year, which was pretty excellent.
You lucky man, yes. Right, well, I haven't got a question, I'm afraid, on those locations. True or false? Pen y Ghent is the second highest mountain in Wales.
False.
Yeah, why is it false?
It's in the Yorkshire Dales.
That's right. Good. You certainly do know your geography. And a couple of questions now on history. Which country withdrew from NATO in 1966?
NATO, France.
Yes. And what term is used for the period in French history between March the 20th to June the 22nd, 1815, when Napoleon ruled again as Emperor from Paris?
The 100 days.
Yes, Lee. Well done. Back to you now, Mick. Your final three questions on sport. Who did Australia beat in the final of the 1991 Rugby Union World Cup?
New Zealand.
Bad luck, it's England. You lose 10 seconds. Which horse, appropriately, won the 1992 Grand National the year of the general election?
Party politics.
Yes, that's right. And your final question, which English soccer club have won the European Cup more times than they've been champions of the old First Division?
Nottingham Forest.
I'm going to give you that.
Thank you.
You answered just as the buzzer was ending, and I'm definitely going to give you that. That's right. Nottingham Forest. Well done. Carol, your final three questions on pop music. Glenn Fry and Don Henley were members of which 70s group recently reformed for a special MTV performance?
The Eagles.
The Eagles. Good. Which group's compilation album, Carry On Up the Charts, carried on right up to #1 in December 1994?
The Beautiful South.
Beautiful South is right. Well done. You're feeling confident, aren't you, Carol?
No.
Your final question now on pop music. What name did Graham McPherson adopt as lead singer with Madness?
Suggs.
Yes, well done. And on to you now, Lee. Your final three questions in this round on sport. Which is the heaviest of the weapons used in fencing?
Epee.
Yes. And who is the only person to have been Formula 1 World Motor Racing Champion and 500cc World Motorcycling Champion?
Phil Hill.
Bad luck, it's John Surtees, so you lose 10 seconds. And your final question now in this round. In which sport did Fred Perry win the men's singles world championship in 1929?
Table tennis.
Yes, well done, that's right. I think most people would have said tennis, but in fact he didn't win Wimbledon until 1934. Well done. So at the end of the very first round, let's have a look at those scores. And Carol has 4 minutes and 40. We have two joint leaders at the moment, both with 4 minutes and 50, Mick and Lee. Moving on now to the second round. Each correct answer not only knocks 10 seconds off your opponent's clock, but also earns you the privilege of being out of play for the next question. So, of course, that saves you further valuable time. Wrong answers, of course, cost you 10 seconds. Fingers on your buzzers. Good luck. In 1994, Coronation Street mourned the loss of actress Doris Speed. In the series, what was the name... Carol?
Annie Walker.
What was the name of Annie Walker's son? That is not the answer I'm looking for. So, Mick goes for it.
Billy Walker.
Is right. So, Carol, you lose 10 seconds. And Mick, you're out of play for the next question, holding on to valuable time. And Lee and Carol both in play together. In 1893, the chief founder of the Independent Labour Party was James Keir Hardie, who became the first Labour Prime Minister in 1920... Carol?
Ramsay MacDonald.
That is right. So you're out of play for the next one. Welcome back to Mick. What is the name of the daily official report of the... Mick?
Hansard.
That's right, the daily proceedings of Parliament. Well done, Hansard being the right answer. Carol now back in play. In the 1960s, Beatle Paul McCartney was engaged to actress Jane Asher. To which cartoonist... Carol?
Gerald Scarfe.
She's now married to Gerald Scarfe. That is the answer. How many squares are there on a chessboard? Yes, Lee?
64.
That is right. And let's have a look at the score at the moment. We have a leader, it's Mick, with 4 minutes and 40. Rockhopper and chinstrap are varieties of penguin. What is the common name of the largest species of penguin? Yes, Carol?
Emperor.
Yes, and it was... Oh, that was a guess, wasn't it?
Yes.
But you're right, yeah. Makes sense, doesn't it? Emperor penguin, well done. Completed in the 17th century, the mausoleum built by Emperor Shah Jahan is known as the... Mick.
Taj Mahal.
That is not the answer. It is known as the Taj Mahal, but in which Indian city is it located? Yes, Lee?
Agra.
That is right, Agra. Bad luck, Mick. That's the way this round goes. The medical condition hydrophobia is more commonly known as rabies. For how long must domestic pets entering Britain be quarantined, Carol?
6 months.
That is right. The parish church at Chesterfield is noted for its twisted spire. Which cathedral has the highest spire? Lee?
Salisbury.
That is right. Salisbury Cathedral with the highest spire. 3 more questions to go now in round 2. In the 1994 film Nell, Scott's hero Rob Roy McGregor is played by actor Liam Neeson. Who is Neeson's actress wife, Carol?
Natasha Richardson.
Well done. That's right. A couple of more questions to go. In 1963, I Have a Dream was the key phrase in a speech by Martin Mick. Oh dear.
Memphis.
No, bad luck. You lose 10 seconds. It was a key phrase in a speech by Martin Luther King. In which city did he make the speech? So, Lee, it's all yours. Dallas, did you say no? It's Washington, D.C. So you lose 10 seconds. A final question to go now. On the 19th of November, 1994, Noel Edmonds hosted BBC One's coverage of the first national lottery. What was the first number drawn? Obviously, none of you were a winner then, obviously, that night. Yes, Mick?
3.
No, lose 10. So, Lee?
6.
No, lose 10. So, Carol, have a guess. Any number between 1 and 49, of course.
30.
You're right!
You're joking!
Go on, just... You should do well in the national lottery if you can be as fleeky as that. Well done. So at the end of that round, let's have a look at those scores now. Mick has 3 minutes and 30, Lee with 3 minutes and 50, and we have a lucky Carol at the moment with 4 minutes and 30. And you know what's coming up next, don't you? Yes, it's the word clock round, so let's have a look at today's clock. And as you can see, associated with each digit around the clock, there is a word, and when 2 of these words are combined, they'll make up the answers to the questions which I'll give you in just a moment. And then what you have to do, and very quickly, you have to convert that answer into time, with the hours first, followed by the minutes. So, let's have a look at today's example. From turn-of-the-century dance craze, the answer I'd be looking for is 10:20, which is cakewalk. Follow this one at home because, of course, yes, there is your chance to win a prize a little later. That's after I've asked the first 6 questions to my timekeepers. So, fingers on your buzzers. Let me remind you, I cannot allow any hesitations. As soon as you buzz in, you have to give me the time straight away. A nimble thief with a head for heights. Carol?
9:30.
Good heavens. That's brilliant. Yeah, really quick. Cat burglar at 9:30. This will rouse you in the morning. Lee?
6:35.
No, that's wrong. So back to Carol.
7:10.
That is right. 7:10 alarm clock, so Lee loses 10 seconds. Nonsense. Yes, Mick?
11:05.
That's right. Double Dutch. You had your eye on that one, no doubt. Well done. 11:05. You see models on this. Yes, Lee?
9:20.
That's right. Well done. Catwalk at 9:20. All responding very well at this stage. The dial of which you tell the time. Yes, Carol?
2:15.
Well done. Clock face, 2:15. And your final question in this first part of the word clock round. Women often apply this to their skin at night. Yes, Lee?
3 o'clock.
Is right. Face cream at 3 o'clock. Let's have a look at those scores now. And Mick has 2 minutes and 40. Lee with 3 minutes and 10, and Carol still in the lead with a healthy 4 minutes. Relax, you deserve it. Time for you to take part at home. Let's see the word clock once again. And today's home game question is, quite simply, dairy product. To enter, call 0891 114499. The lines are open until midnight tonight. There'll be 1 winner per day, chosen at random from the correct entries, who will receive an ingenious watch, which doubles as a TV and video remote control. There'll also be 5 runners-up, who'll each win a Timekeepers watch. The question, again for you at home, is dairy product. Is the answer A, 11 o'clock, B, 1:25, or C, 9:10? The lines are open until midnight. Good luck. Let's lose those words now. And I have a new word clock and 6 more questions for my timekeepers. Fingers on your buzzers. Good luck. A boy who works in a hotel. Carol?
10:25.
Yes, I'm going to let you do that. 10:25, bellhop. Hard sweet. Lee?
7:05.
Is right. Butterscotch at 7:05. Shakespeare play? Carol?
2:20.
King Lear at 2:20. They're all good at this, aren't they? ABBA won Eurovision with this song and... Yes, Lee?
6:15.
Yes, that is right. In 1974, they released Waterloo and did very well with that. 6:15. Children's game often played on the pavement. Mick?
5:05.
Yes, good to hear from you. Hopscotch is absolutely right at 5:05. And your final word clock question today. Nonsense poet and... Carol?
11:20.
Yes, Edward Lear, a nonsense poet and limerick man. That's it. That's the end of the word clock round. Let's have a look at those scores now. And I can see that Mick has 1 minute and 50. Lee with 2 minutes and 30. Carol in the lead still with 3 minutes and 30. And now we've arrived at the crucial round, because at the end of this, I'll know who'll be joining me for today's March Against Time challenge. It's going to be an interesting round. This is the very first time in the quiz where my 3 contestants can start making time. For every correct answer, they will be awarded 10 seconds. Those 10 seconds don't come from me, they come from one of their chosen opponents. And Carol, I don't know what you're grinning about.
I'm going to be the biggest target.
You're going to be the big target today, because you have a very healthy lead by 1 minute, 3 minutes and 30. But you're all very, very quick on the buzzers, and I know that you're all going to do your very best. Good luck to all of you. Fingers on your buzzers. At the end of this, we'll know who it'll be. In which Mozart opera did a musical instrument have the power to protect... Yes, Carol?
The magic flute.
That is right. So 10 from Lee. Which all-time top scorer for Liverpool FC had his testimonial... Mick?
Ian Rush.
That is right. So 10 from... It's going to be Carol. Quite right. Based on 1991 statistics, what is the most popular month for marriage in England and Wales? Carol?
June.
No, lose 10, it's August. Restored in 1602, which Oxford library houses some 6 million books, Carol?
The Bodleian.
That is right. So you gain a 10 seconds, but from who?
Lee again.
Poor old Lee. Completed in 1934, what is the UK's longest road tunnel? Yes, Lee?
The Mersey.
That is correct. So 10 from Carol. What is the standard unit of currency in Poland? Yes, Lee?
Zloty.
That is correct. 10 from...
Carol again, please.
Who's now gradually losing her lead. In 1994, Chief Executive Cedric Brown got a £205,000 pay rise from which British company? Mick?
British Gas.
Correct. 10 from...
Carol, please.
In 1994, which entrepreneur launched a fizzy drink, which he described... Yes, Mick?
Richard Branson.
That is correct, as the unreal thing. 10 from...
Carol.
With over 4,000 lines, which is Shakespeare's longest play, Mick?
Hamlet.
That is correct. 10 from...
Carol.
Mick, making a comeback at this stage. Which city has plans for the Eastland Stadium intended for the year 2000? Mick
Manchester.
Again. Correct. 10 from...
Carol.
According to the rhyme, which day's child is full of woe? Yes, Carol.
Wednesday.
Correct. 10 from...
Mick.
Well, you needed to do that. Which female singer's hits of the 80s included December Will Be Magic Again and Babushka, Carol?
Kate Bush.
That's correct. 10 from...
Mick again.
According to his hit single, River of Dreams, when does Billy Joel go walking? Yes, Lee?
In my sleep.
No, in the middle of the night, so lose 10. Which actress starred with Jack Lemmon in the 1962 film The Days of Wine and Roses? Yes, Lee?
Glenda Jackson.
No, lose 10. It's Lee Remick. Which British athlete established his unbeaten record for the Olympic decathlon in 1984, Lee?
Daley Thompson.
That is correct. 10 from...
Carol, please.
The largest tree on the planet, a giant sequoia, shares... Yes, Mick?
California.
No, lose 10. It shares its name with which US soldier? And the answer is General Sherman. Completed in 1980. What is the UK's longest suspension bridge? Mick?
Over the Humber.
Yes, 10 from...
From Carol.
Summer of 69, and everything I do it for you. But yes,
Ryan
Mick?
Adams.
Correct. 10 from...
Carol.
Which Italian cruise ship was hijacked in 1980? Lee?
Achille Lauro.
Correct. 10 from...
Mick.
Which day is the Chancellor of the Exchequer traditionally permitted to drink in the chamber? Lee?
Wednesday.
No, budget day. Lose 10. Which former Australian Prime Minister and his wife, Hazel, agreed to part in 1994? Carol?
Bob Hawke.
Correct. 10 from...
Lee.
You're now stealing the lead. Which book by Prince Charles was an immediate #1 bestseller? Yes, Mick?
The Old Man of Loch Nagar.
Correct. 10 from...
Carol.
In 1994, who beat Celtic 6-5 on penalties to win the... Lee?
The Rotary Rovers.
Correct. 10 from...
Mick.
Which female vocalist had a 1980 chart entry with Tell Me on a Sunday? Oh, that's amazing.